Are you over 50 and feeling like your glutes just aren't what they used to be? Maybe you've noticed a little sag, a bit of weakness, or even discomfort in your lower back or hips. What if I told you that in just a few focused, safe exercises, you could rebuild stronger, firmer glutes, improve your balance, and feel more confident moving every single day? Today, I'm going to show you 5 essential exercises designed specifically for people over 50 that are simple, effective, and actually work, and the best part is, you can do them right at home. No fancy equipment needed. It's easy to feel like age puts limits on what our bodies can do, especially when it comes to building strength or shaping muscles like the glutes. Many people over 50 tell themselves that it's too late to see real changes, that their muscles are just going to sag, or that it's normal to feel weaker or less stable. I want to tell you right now that none of that is true, and your body is far more capable than you might think. The reality is that our muscles naturally lose strength and tone over time, but the body is also incredibly adaptable. Even if you haven't focused on your glutes or strength training before, your muscles can respond, rebuild, and grow stronger with the right exercises and consistent effort. What matters is that you start moving in ways that target those muscles, respect your body's limits, and focus on controlled, intentional movements. You don't need to jump into extreme workouts or heavy lifting right away. You don't even need a gym. Simple, well-structured exercises that are safe and effective can make a huge difference, and you can start seeing and feeling changes faster than you might expect. One of the reasons strong glutes are so important as we age is that they affect more than just the way we look. They support your hips, lower back, knees, and they play a huge role in balance and stability. Weak glutes can lead to discomfort when walking, climbing stairs, or standing up from a chair, and they increase the risk of falls. By committing to strengthening your glutes, you're not just improving aesthetics, you're improving function, mobility, and overall quality of life. And the best part is that these improvements don't take years to notice. Even after a few weeks of consistent effort, your body will start to feel different. You'll notice your hips feel more stable, movements feel smoother, and your lower back and knees may even feel less strain during daily activities. This is incredibly empowering because it shows that your body can respond positively at any age. It's about making a choice to prioritize yourself and your strength, even if it feels uncomfortable at first, or if you've convinced yourself the progress isn't possible. Everyone has that internal voice that says, I'm too old for this, or it's too late to change. But the truth is that your body thrives when you challenge it in a safe and structured way. Age doesn't define your ability to grow stronger, improve your posture, or regain confidence in your body. It simply means you have to approach it thoughtfully, with exercises that target your muscles effectively and a mindset that focuses on progress, not perfection. Once you embrace that mindset, you'll start to see every small movement, every glute squeeze, and every repetition as a step toward a stronger, more stable, and a more capable body. And that realization is both motivating and transformative. When it comes to building stronger glutes after 50, one of the most important things you can do is focus on proper form and controlled movements. It's easy to think that just moving your body is enough, or that doing more repetitions will automatically make you stronger. But that's not how your muscles really respond. Quality always beats quantity, and this is especially true as we age. When you perform exercises with careful attention to how your body moves, you're activating the right muscles in the right way, which makes every repetition more effective. Take something like a glute bridge, for example. It may look simple, but if you're not engaging your glutes fully, if your back is taking over, or if you're rushing through it, your muscles won't get the benefit they deserve. By slowing down, focusing on squeezing your glutes at the top, and lowering your hips slowly, you create a much stronger connection with your muscles, which is what leads to real strength gains. Controlled movements also protect your joints, which is critical as we get older. The hips, knees, and lower back are all areas that can be vulnerable if exercises are done too quickly or with poor alignment. Taking the time to focus on form not only makes your workout safer, but also allows you to push harder in a way that your body can handle. Another example is the single leg deadlift. Balance is naturally more challenging as we age, and trying to perform it quickly without paying attention to stability can easily lead to wobbling or even injury. But by performing the movement slowly, keeping your core engaged and really feeling your glutes and hamstrings working, you strengthen not only the target muscles, but also the stabilizers that keep your body steady. The same principle applies to squats, lunges, and lateral band walks. Every step, every hinge, every squeeze matters when you approach it mindfully. It's also about building a mind-muscle connection. When you consciously think about which muscles you're working, your body responds more efficiently. This doesn't just help your glutes grow stronger, it improves overall coordination, balance, and body awareness. And the best part is that controlled, mindful movement carries over into daily life. You'll notice that standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or bending down feels more controlled and less taxing because your muscles have learned how to engage properly. This approach also allows you to progress safely. Once you've mastered proper form, you can gradually add resistance, weights, or more challenging variations without risking injury, rushing through exercises, or focusing solely on doing as many reps as possible. May feel productive in the moment, but it rarely gives lasting results. Slow, deliberate, well-formed movements build real strength that lasts and supports your overall mobility and function. By prioritizing quality over quantity, you're training smarter, not harder, and setting yourself up for consistent progress. When you commit to controlled movements, you're not just building glutes, you're creating a stronger, more resilient body that functions better in every part of your life. When we talk about building stronger glutes after 50, it's not just about doing random exercises or following the latest trend. It's about choosing movements that are specifically effective, safe, and functional for your body. That's why these 5 essential exercises, the glute bridge, single leg deadlift, squat, lateral band walk, and reverse lunge are so powerful, because each one targets different parts of your glutes while also improving balance, stability, and overall strength. Let's start with the glute bridge. This one is simple, but incredibly effective. By lying on your back and lifting your hips toward the ceiling while squeezing your glutes, you are activating your posterior chain, the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back in a controlled way. Many people underestimate this exercise, but it's the foundation for building strength in the backside, improving posture, and even relieving lower back tension. What makes it even better is that you can adjust it to your level. You can start with body weight, focus on holding the top position long, or add a resistance band or small weight for more challenge. Then there's the single leg deadlift, which is a favorite for improving balance and unilateral strength. By standing on one leg and hinging at the hips, you're forcing your glutes and hamstrings to work harder to stabilize and lift your body. It may feel a little wobbly at first, and that's completely normal. The instability is actually what makes it so effective, because your muscles are learning to engage more deeply. Using a chair or wall for support at first is perfectly fine. And as your strength and confidence grow, you'll notice significant improvements in stability and coordination. Squats are a classic for a reason. Done correctly, they engage the glutes, quads, hamstrings, and core all at once. For those over 50, it's important to focus on depth that feels comfortable and safe while keeping your weight in your heels and maintaining proper knee alignment. Squats mimic daily life movements like sitting and standing, which means the strength you build here directly translates to easier, more confident movement in everyday activities. The lateral band walk is often overlooked, but it's essential for targeting the glute medius, the side part of your glutes. Strong glute medius muscles stabilize your hips, improve balance, and help prevent knee and lower back pain. By keeping constant tension on the band and stepping side to side in a controlled squat position, you're engaging muscles that often go underworked in traditional exercises. Finally, the reverse lunge is perfect for unilateral strength and overall glute activation. By stepping backward and lowering your body, you shift more of the workload onto your glutes rather than the front of your legs. It also helps correct imbalances between your left and right sides, which is crucial for overall stability and injury prevention. When you combine these 5 exercises, you're hitting every angle of the glutes, improving both form and function. They're safe, they're effective, and they're easy to scale as your strength improves. The beauty of this combination is that you're not just building glutes, you're building a stronger, more balanced, and more resilient body that supports all your daily movements and keeps you feeling confident and capable, no matter your age. One of the most important things to understand when building stronger glutes after 50 is that consistency and gradual progression are what truly make the difference. It's not about one intense workout that leaves you exhausted and sore. And it's definitely not about rushing through exercises to check them off a list. What matters is showing up regularly, performing each movement with intention, and gradually challenging your muscles over time so they adapt and grow stronger. Think about it like this. Your body responds to repeated stimulus. The more consistently you engage your glutes through targeted exercises, the stronger and firmer they become. But this doesn't mean you have to do hours of training every day. 2 to 3 focus sessions a week can be more than enough if you're deliberate about your movements and maintaining proper form. Starting with 10 to 15 repetitions per exercise and 2 to 3 sets is a great place to begin. As your body adjusts, you can slowly increase either the number of repetitions, the number of sets, or the resistance you use. Small, incremental changes over time lead to lasting results, and this approach also helps protect your joints and reduces the risk of injury. Another critical aspect of progression is listening to your body. There will be days when you feel strong and capable, and other days when fatigue or stiffness might slow you down. That's perfectly normal, and it's part of the process. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means committing to showing up, adjusting intensity as needed, and maintaining a routine that supports your goals. Gradual progression also keeps your workouts interesting and ensures that your glutes are constantly being challenged in new ways. If you do the same weight, the same number of reps, or the same movements for months without change, your muscles will plateau, and progress will slow. That's why it's so important to track your exercises. Notice small improvements and intentionally make things slightly more challenging over time, whether that's by adding a resistance band, holding a dumbbell, or slowing down the movement to increase time under tension. Even tiny changes make a huge difference when repeated consistently over weeks and months. Another benefit of this approach is that it helps build confidence. When you notice yourself performing an exercise with better form, more balance, or greater strength than before, it reinforces that your efforts are paying off. That sense of accomplishment motivates you to continue, and before you know it, what once felt challenging becomes second nature. Strong glutes don't happen overnight, but with patience, dedication, and gradual progression, you'll notice not only aesthetic changes, but functional improvements too. You'll find climbing stairs easier, standing up from a chair smoother, and even walking or bending without discomfort more comfortable. By focusing on consistency and taking a gradual, progressive approach, you're giving yourself the best chance to build lasting strength and a more resilient body that supports you in every aspect of daily life. And over time, those small, consistent efforts compound into significant, visible, and life-changing results that go far beyond just stronger glutes. While exercise is essential for building stronger glutes after 50, it's important to remember that your lifestyle plays a huge role in the results you see and feel. Strengthening your glutes isn't just about doing a set of squats or bridges a few times a week. It's also about supporting your body with the right nutrition, daily movement, and recovery habits. For starters, nutrition is a key piece of the puzzle. Protein, for example, is essential for muscle repair and growth. As we age, our bodies require adequate protein to maintain and build muscle mass, so including sources like lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, legumes, or even protein supplements if needed can make a big difference. Pairing protein with balanced meals that include healthy fats, fiber, and complex carbohydrates ensures your muscles have the fuel they need to perform well during workouts and recover afterward. Hydration is equally important because even mild dehydration can affect muscle function, joint mobility, and energy levels. Staying hydrated helps your body recover and perform at its best, which is particularly important when engaging in strength training. Beyond nutrition, staying active throughout the day plays a significant role in reinforcing the work you do during targeted glute exercises. Simple habits like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, walking after meals, or doing light stretching breaks during long periods of sitting keep your muscles engaged and improve circulation. These small, consistent movements complement your structured workouts and help maintain overall mobility and strength. Recovery is another critical factor that many people overlook. Your muscles need time to repair and grow stronger after being challenged. That's why spacing your glute workouts a few days apart, and including rest or active recovery days in your routine, is so important. Gentle stretching, yoga, or even walking can help reduce stiffness and keep your body moving without overloading it. Sleep also plays a huge role because muscle repair and hormone regulation happen largely while you rest, and prioritizing quality sleep supports recovery and energy for each workout. Your environment and mindset matter too. Creating a routine that you can stick with, setting realistic goals, and celebrating small improvements keeps you motivated. Over time, these lifestyle habits compound with your workouts, making your glute strengthening efforts far more effective and sustainable. The combination of consistent exercise, proper nutrition, daily movement, and recovery creates the ideal conditions for building strong, healthy glutes that support your entire body. By thinking of your glute training as part of a holistic approach to health, rather than isolated exercises, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. You'll notice not only physical changes like firmer, stronger glutes, better posture, and improved balance, but also functional improvements like easier movement, less fatigue, and greater confidence in everyday activities. These lifestyle habits ensure that your efforts in the gym or at home translate into real-world strength and mobility, allowing you to move more freely and safely in all aspects of life. The key is consistency, patience, and commitment to supporting your body both inside and outside of your workouts, because true strength and transformation come from combining effective exercise with the right habits and care. And when you integrate all of these elements into your life, the results are not just visible, they're functional, lasting, and empowering in ways that go far beyond the mirror.